right
We're
now.
going to be returning education very simply back to the states.
With a swipe of a pen today, President Donald Trump started the process of dismantling the Department of Education. Fully shuttering the agency would require an act of Congress. But the White House says the executive order aims to greatly minimize it.
This move fulfills another campaign promise. Trump has previously said the department is a sign of federal overreach and has tied it to culture war issues.
Now, this executive action is likely to face legal challenges. But what does the Department of Education do here in Michigan? And what would happen if it is dismantled? Our Matt Whitkos asked an expert.
One core function of the Department of Education is sending federal dollars to the local school districts. The Grand Rapids Public Schools depends on about 10% of their budget being federal dollars. One retired Grand Valley State University professor of political science explains that she has been watching these cuts be made to the Department of Ed. She says it's hard to understand the long-term impacts that this will have here in Michigan.
So this is unprecedented territory that we're in.
Despite being a retired GVSU professor, Michelle Miller Adams continues to research our education system here in Michigan.
Did a lot of research and wrote a book about the Kalamazoo Promise. And I've been working on this question of tuition-free pathways to college for about the last 19 years.
On Thursday, before signing the executive order to reduce the Department of Education, Trump explained he plans to preserve several functions.
If you look at the Pell Grants, it's supposed to be a very good program, Title I funding and resources for children with special disabilities and special needs. They're going to be preserved in full.
Trump has already cut the department down nearly in half from the 4,000 plus employees before he took office.
We want to return our students to the states where just some of the governors here are so happy about this. They want education to come back to them, to come back to the states, and they're going to do a phenomenal job.
So what happens here locally?
Simply downsizing the department or even closing the department does not mean that the funding streams go away, but they do get relocated.
Michelle explains the Department of Education has 4 key functions. 1, administering $1.6 trillion in federal student loans. 2, funding special education services for school districts around the country. 3rd, enforcing civil rights law. And 4th, data collection on what is or is not working in education.
I am concerned about really a lack of accountability resulting from these changes.
Michelle expects to see pushback after this latest cut.
I would expect lawsuits any day now saying he does not. Because agencies created by Congress can only be closed by Congress.
As far as higher education is concerned, she did say Michigan has set itself up for success.
Our governor and our legislature, working in a bipartisan manner, have brought a lot of new financial aid resources online here in Michigan.
The Michigan State Board of Education President Dr. Pamela Pugh criticized Trump's executive order. She explains that the federal government should be doing more for students instead of less. Reporting in Grand Rapids, I'm Matt Whitkos, Fox 17 News.